Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I made videos because I've been quite busy with my professional commitments and I was thinking to make some videos, but because of my professional workload, I was not able to clear out some time to make some videos for this preparation. But now that notification is out and I have received many emails from some of my subscribers regarding the strategy and what should be done now. So I was thinking to give a quick overview of what my strategy will be, especially for the phase one examination this year. So this video is a short video on the way ahead for RBI Grade B 2024 examination, considering that we have almost 40 days left for phase one examination. So it's not a lot of time. So we have to be very selective in our approach and we need to prioritize based on the weightage of different sections, especially for phase one, because this year phase one will be really, really tough and intense considering the less number of seats. Let's quickly dive into the video. So before I go into the strategy part of what I will be doing in the next 40 days, I'll just give you a quick overview. As you can see, we have only 27 seats in the general cadre for unreserved category. And because of that, competition is going to be really tough. Even out of this 27, I would say at least 5 to 6 seats. This will go in general merit, which will be taken by some of category candidates, which will be through general merit, they'll take these seats. So, and we have also 14 PWD seats. So even if you are very optimistic, you have to allot 4 to 5 PWD seats into general category. So that way you can figure out that almost 10 to 11 seats are anyway going to go to category candidates through general merit. And so basically what the usual understanding with unreserved is that it is only for, non-category people. It's not like that. It's actually open to all. So you will have 15 to 16 seats who are actually from general category. Actually, general, I mean for on the admit card of those, general is mentioned in the category. So for them, it's effectively 15 to 16 seats. This is an estimate, can vary a little, but based on what is happening every year, this is something that one should keep in mind. And hence, preparation needs to be at the top-notch level, and one needs to be at their very best, especially in the phase one examination. So this is the quick trend on the number of vacancies and cutoff. It is worth mentioning that these cutoff and these numbers, this is only for general unreserved seats. Now, on the basis of that, you can see that trend has been a falling trend because the number of seats has been more or less constant in the past 3 years and the difficulty level has been increasing. But since this year number of seats has drastically gone down, the cutoff is likely to go drastically up. Even if I consider that the level of questions is on similar level to what it was last year, from what I can estimate that is that this cutoff would be somewhere around 75 in that case. So you should be preparing while keeping in mind the fact that if you have appeared in 2023 or in 2022 and you are aware of the level of questions, now when I say level of questions, it also includes the exam pressure and all the implications that this exam uh, enforces on the applicants, you need to consider all those scenarios and then you should be scoring 75 marks. That means when you are giving mocks, your score should be somewhere around 80 or more than that. This should be the target at this point of time. And when you are in examination hall, you should be targeting at least this score. Now, it is also dependent upon your conscience and your analysis in the real-time examination that what is the level of the exam. If you are seeing very easy quant questions, reasoning questions that you are able to solve in less than 30 seconds, 4 or 5 questions you're able to solve in less than 30 seconds, you get to know immediately that this is an easy paper. And in 80 is not something what you should be looking for. You should be looking for much higher, like something in 100 and 120s. But again, it depends on your understanding of the depth of the paper, the toughness of the paper, and how you are doing it in the if you are gauging it in the examination hall. So this is one aspect which I wanted to tell you before going forward, and you must keep this in mind. And for this, the more you appear in mocks, the more you're able to gauge the difficulty level of the examination. So for preparation, I have not started anything yet. I'll tell you, I'll be very honest. I was not at all reading anything, and now I think is the time where I need to work on 110% of my efficiency and focus to achieve what I'm planning to do. This is the dashboard on how I'll be approaching and tracking my preparation in the next 40 days. So I'll be very clear. I don't promote, I'm not promoting any course, but I have taken crack grade B course this year again because I think I am very familiar with the way they structure their course, and just the way they structure their materials is more suitable to me. So you can take any other course, or you can even choose to prepare on your own. It's your own choice. Anyway, so this is the GA section which I have enlisted, the different GA sections which is there in the crack grade B course. So I let me repeat this once again for you that for quant, reasoning, and English, I do not study any separate materials. I only solve questions because I think I have a decent control over them. Reasoning is an topic which definitely troubles me, but now I know what is my weak points in reasoning, which are actually scoring in nature. So I can work on those particular areas, and I'll definitely try to get more accuracy on that. But as far as quant and English goes, I'll only rely on my practice that I'll be appearing in mocks. So this is my strategy for quant reading English. And only thing is GA, and I'm very much focused, and I do GA in a very elaborate manner because it helps a lot in phase two. And trust me, in phase two, the advantage that you can get is in the MCQs, in the GA MCQs, in where they ask government schemes, reports, circulars, etc. So there, this GA comes in very handy. It helped me really last year, and and I hope it helps me this year as well. So, like you can see, there are a lot of sections in crack grade B course, but I have enlisted these sections on the basis of priority in which I'll be reading and revising them. Of course, I'll not be covering 100% of the things which are given in the GA, but this is something which I have segregated on the basis of my priority. This can be different from different person, and this can depend on the your risk appetite. So usually my strategy is to cover 4 months of GA in a very comprehensive manner. So that means you have May, you have June, you have July, you have August, and you have 5 days of September. So this is the duration for which I'll be covering GA in a very comprehensive manner. Anything beyond that is an optional for me. So if I get time after sufficient revision and practicing questions, if I get time, I will have an overview or I'll have an overlook of those topics. But if not, I'm just going to skip them. So this is a progress chart which I have made. These numbers are just representative in number. I have not started reading anything. Most probably from today or tomorrow I will start. Now that I have my tracker, I'll tell you how I usually approach the topics in the course, which has in the course in the crack grade B course. So first and foremost, you can see months over here. These are the 4 months which are not in my priority list for GA, but there are certain sections which I'll be covering for these months as well, which I'm gonna elaborate. So let's see, you have a section called compile newspaper CA. Now, usually these sections has more than 100 plus pages for every month. So I'm definitely not gonna do these 4 months for this. And for May to till September, this is my second priority because what I have seen even in the last year, although there were few questions from these compilations, but I think the cost benefit is relatively less compared to these sources, and hence this is my second priority and not the immediate priority. Coming to the newspaper quiz, this is something which is related to this material, that if you're reading this, then only you can give the quiz. But what I have decided that in case I'm not able to read the full compilation, I will definitely do the MCQs because MCQs are also helpful in retention of many facts, which I have seen in the past two attempts. So I'm definitely going to do MCQs for May till September, and for previous months, I'll do only if I get sufficient time. Next is PIB. Now, this is very important. This is my one of the topmost priorities, which I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to cover from May to September, and then depending upon time, I'll move backwards and cover till January. Based on this, I'll be attempting the PIB quiz once I have done the monthly compilations. So this PIB quiz is related to this compilation. Then you have RBI circulars. Now, this is something which is really important. I'll be covering from January to September. Now, the syllabus also has circulars from SEBI and other regulatory bodies, but my priority at this point of time is to cover only RBI circulars. SEBI and all I can cover if I get time, but I don't think I'll be doing that because I'll there's a lot to read and revise. I doubt I really have time to read SEBI circulars as well. Next is report, economic survey, and budget. This is again very important. From January, whatever flagship reports of RBI are there, or reports of multilateral institutions globally, regional reports. Then you have reports at the national level. So these are some of the reports which are there in the material. I'll be reading those reports as well. Then there are some MCQs, top 100 MCQs. MCQs, I try to do maximum MCQs what I can. So I'll be covering all the MCQs from January to September in my preparation. Government schemes, now those schemes which are in news, which are in PIB, I'll be doing that in detail. And because I think I've had an overview of the number of pages, and it is not that much. Perhaps it is 16 to 20 pages for every month. So considering the less number of pages, I have decided that for government scheme, I'll be even going back and then covering till January. And then there are these MCQs related to SEBI, which I'll be able to cover because MCQs are something which I'm very keen on doing because it helps me in retention, like I have told before. In addition to this, there will be some miscellaneous topic and add-ons. For example, the any new MCQs which are added in the course, or let's say new current affairs which comes for August and September. So that I'll be doing, and I'll be inculcating it in this progress chart. In addition to this, I'll be following some YouTube sessions which I usually do 15 days prior to exam. So 15 days prior to exam, there will be revision sessions across the coaching institutes. They conduct some revision sessions where they ask a random, which are thematic, like they can ask on reports, they can conduct on budget, economic survey, they can conduct month-wise PIB, month-wise current affairs. So that is very fruitful because there is many discussion going on. So I don't watch live sessions. So once the session is uploaded, so I'll just do it 2x and I watch it quickly and to get hold of whatever the discussion is there in that session. So this thing is very helpful. And when you do mocks, you try to recall whatever you have learned and see if you are getting some of the questions from the material that you have read. So mocks, I'll be doing only free mocks, whatever free mocks are available. I have not decided to take any course for mocks as such, but in case I take, I'll put that on my Telegram channel. So you can join on my Telegram channel. I'll put the link in the description, and from there you can get that information for free mocks. I think one to two mocks are available across platforms, so you can gather 8 to 10 mocks easily, free mocks, and then you can just attempt it in exam conditions, and then just see where you are actually standing. Likewise, you can say even for mock, I have made a tracker where I'll be tracking my marks section wise as well as percentile or rank. So in this, I have this, let's say this is just for representative purpose. Again, I have not given any mocks. So let's say if I'm getting low scores in quant or reasoning, so these are the red flags. So I need to focus more in the next mock when I'm working on this. Till the time I reach 9th or 10th mock, I should have an understanding that what is the score that I am looking for quant, reasoning, and English and GA. So usually my English is decent and I get 20 plus in most of the mocks. So if I'm not getting 20 plus, so it's a big red flag for me. I need to be extra cautious in attempting English while I'm in the actual exam. Similarly, it applies for quant and reasoning as well, that I need to look on the areas where I'm making repeated mistakes and I need to avoid those mistakes in the exam. So this is how I'll be tracking my studies for next 40 days. And again, color coding, I would say these cells that you see, these are my first priority. I am going to do them first. And once I have completed them, I will go for it, the first revision. And once I have done the first revision, I would go for priority two. And then simultaneously I'll be doing second revision. And once I have done all this, then maybe I'll go for priority three, which I don't think I'll be going. So anyways, I have kept a percentage tracker. So this is my tracker which I have made in the Excel. You can simply put your scores here in the mock and in the mock chart, and then you can enumerate your progress here in these cells to get an idea of how much of your preparation you are yet to do and how much you have completed. So this is just to get a gist and keep a track of your preparation. And I think it will be helpful. I'll give this uh, Excel in my Telegram group, so you can download it from there. And if you find it useful, you can use it. It's not mandatory or nothing as such that it will add a lot of value into your own exam performance, but definitely in your preparation, it will help you because if you're tracking your preparation, you know where when you need to speed up, when you need to give extra efforts. So that way, it will help you. So detailed notification you'll get in the description. I think most of you already know if you're a serious candidate, but still if you want to see the notification, I have attached it in the description for you. From there you can download and check. My Telegram link, many of you have mailed me and requesting to connect with me, and because I'm not very keen on using Telegram, I made a group on Telegram, and I think if you find it useful, you can directly connect with me over there. I'll respond to your queries. I'll take some time because I don't use Telegram very frequently. I keep the notifications on silent and I don't get Telegram notifications. So once in a while, when I open the Telegram app, I see if I've got any messages and I respond to the relevant ones. So you can connect with me on the Telegram and there I can help you with some of your queries, whatever queries you have. Thank you and wish you all the best for your examination. And most probably next video will be after the phase one examination. And meanwhile, if you have any issues or any problems, any guidance you require, you can definitely connect with me on my Telegram. I have added the link in my description. Anything else you want to express, you can mail me personally here and I'll respond to it. Thank you and all the best. Give your best and I hope you clear this examination.